There we go. That looks like that should actually be better. Got it. All right. Yep. There we go. Now I've got loop back. I've got audio going everywhere. Everything's a mess. Fantastic. So if I pop up, oh, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either. If we do this and we do a display capture, and I pick this screen, we can just bring this guy up. Yeah. Minimize that. Perfect. Yeah, it looks so good now. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to do this and boop. You know what? Let's even change. Go big with him. Fantastic. All right. So, like I said, this is the 2010 season for Football America for second season football. This is a tabletop dice game, dice and chart simulation game for made by Play Games, and I have the full anthology of seasons from 2010 up through 2023. So I decided I'm going to play them all and everything. I'm in no rush. I've got nowhere to be. So if I feel like playing some, I can play some. And if I don't feel like playing some, I don't feel like playing some. So I'm actually using Pro Football Helper to keep track of the stats. I'm still a person that loves the stats on things, almost to a fault. So yeah, that's kind of that's what I find myself here looking at. This was a helper that was made by a gentleman that was part of the tabletop sports gaming community. Unfortunately, he passed away a little bit ago. So this is the last version of the app that will exist. So it is raw, if you will, but it does help keep track of a lot of stats of different things. I have, in case you don't know, Football America is a fully fictional league that has been released over time. You know what? I should pop. Let's do that. Oh no, I brought this guy over here. Hold on. We go back here. I'm gonna bring this. I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna paste it. There's me. Now I'm down here in the corner. So yeah, the fictional league has obviously taken time, or taken has developed over time as Play Games has evolved the game and what shows up on team cards. If you've never seen how this game works before, it is a big old book that I have tabbed myself. Usually it's played with dice, but I'm actually going to be, well, you can't see the cards because right now I'm looking at the application. Man, I'm just a mess. Bam. Teams have cards that are offense and defense. Uh, there are there's a book that's full of charts that you look up when the dice roll happens. You look at the charts and you go move. You do what the game says. I'm not playing this game in a way that tracks any individual team as my personal team. I'm just kind of playing it as I think the teams would do it. Back in 2010, when this season got released, up through 2016 or so, similar to a lot of the other tabletop games, you needed to make some decisions, and the dice roll would determine the outcome of the play. As a good example, If I were running the offense here for this team, I would have to, while the dice might help decide what the type of play is that's going to be run, I need to decide the player that the quarterback is intending to throw to. Um, Later on in later seasons, they do include player helpers that basically a dice roll. A die roll helps determine whether or not the play goes to a certain player or not. But until I get to that point, obviously I have to make some of those decisions. On the charts, there are indicators to say how many touches does a player typically get in a game. If these were real life players and not fictional players, obviously they would have stats in the bank to indicate that, oh, Tiki Barber would get 22 carries a game on average. So if you want a replay that is similar to real life, don't give Tiki Barber more than 22 carries in a game. That's kind of what they're hinting at with this type of thing. So I'm going to pop back over here. And I'm so the way that I've got this set up is I had to build a schedule for this league. It is a 12 team fictional league. All of the teams have cities, but they don't have team names until I had them created. I do have logos that I've not yet dropped here into the game or anything like that. I don't have them on place or plates for the YouTube channel yet, but I'm working on it. There's only so much time in the day. But what I'm actually planning on doing is streaming the quote unquote game of the week, essentially the Monday night game that's being played in the league. And I'll spend a little time for anybody that is super duper interested going over the different stats that came out of the league, because that's the crap that I enjoy. So obviously we haven't played this final game here of the week, but I can pull up individual stats for any player. I'm pretty sure that's probably not readable, but I can probably zoom in on it. I'm going to go here, and we're going to go here. Um, 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 um. I could do this. Look at that. That's perfect. It's like I know what I'm doing. There we go. Fantastic. That's somewhat readable. Yeah. So like I said, these players are this is kind of what has occurred throughout the game as I've been playing the games. I'm trying to stick to this is what I think the players would end up doing. Um Even if it does make the gameplay a little bit slower for me, I do play out the full games. There is a version of the game called Second Season Express that kind of shortens the game to like a 20-30 minute game, but I so far haven't really played with that yet. Um, yeah, I've got full box scores of the games as I go through and look at these different stats for things. So like we got Robin Yates here of the Memphis Kings, who went 35 for 49 in his first game for 381 yards. Oh, cool. We got individual text charts too. We can bring some of those up. So we've had some trick plays get played. We've had individual stats. Let's see. We got picks. We've had Floyd Robinson of the Detroit Muscle has 2 interceptions in his first game. We got quarterbacks by QBR rating. Hollis Monroe is actually a running back for the Kings, and he pulled off a trick play. We got Stu Barton with the highest QBR, 241 yards, 17 of 23 for 2 touchdowns. Let's see. What else do we got here? Quarterback sacks. Anybody do something crazy? 4 guys have 2 sacks apiece. Yeah. So, like I said, this is just the stats that I like to be able to keep track of. But tonight, I am planning on playing here through. I'm going to switch back to my board. There we go. Just because this is what everybody wants to see. Not really, but this is what I'm leaving up. I'm also trying, like, part of this is so that I can figure out, oh no, so I can figure out some different things with my my software, my setup. We got some lighting. I'm also working here. I've got a nice zoom in of the cards that I'm using. Instead of me using dice for the game, I've been using Al Wilson's fast action cards. Essentially, the card really does help with solo play because it'll help choose a offensive play type, a defensive play type, and then give me dice rolls, dice values, and the like. So instead of me having to roll the dice every time, I have a card that'll give me a number. Yeah, so it kind of works. So tonight, I'm gonna pop here. I'm like I said, I don't think today I'm gonna leave my application up on the screen. But so far through the first week of the season, the New Jersey Knights defeated the San Antonio Scorpions 30-20. The Detroit Muscle beat the Chicago Playmakers 33-14. The Orlando Thunderbolts won 19-17 over the Golden Bay Bandits. The Philadelphia Founders beat up on the Portland Storm 27-10. And the Memphis Kings won 41-21 against the Oklahoma City Stampede. And tonight for our game of the week are the New York Ruffians at the Los Angeles Stars. Yeah. So typically what I end up doing is I allow the away team to be the coin chooser. And if whoever wins, I just give the receive to, rather than they went heads and it's tails. So Los Angeles Stars are going to receive the ball to start. Let's see. There we go. So I've not actually broadcast a football game. This might be boring as all crap, but if anybody wants to just kind of chill and hang with me as I play through it, feel free. If you have any questions about anything that I'm doing here or want to know, just feel free to ask. I got my chat up here on the side, got my YouTube feed going, I got my microphone open. I think we are rolling. So here we go. We are going to be kicking off. We got Danny Dixon, who seems to have a great leg for field goals and extra points for New York, but his kickoff attempts are terrible. Mason Horn is their kicker offer, though. He's got a grade of A, so that's who we're going to be kicking off with. And like I said, I keep stats in the app itself. No need to feel like you've got to watch it if you don't want. So the kickoff here. Oh, I'm going to start our game here. And we're kicking off. Kickoff is from Mason Horn. Mason Horn's kicking off. And it's a 36. That's a 61 yard on an A. 61 yard on an A. That is 67 yard kickoff. To the primary receiver and a 43 kick return. Is his regular old return or kick returner is a 17 for Darius Shaw. And Darius Shaw returns for 17 yards. Starts their first game of the season with the ball. Quarterback Matt Harrell is their starting quarterback. Starting running back is Alonzo Curtis. The wide receivers are Blake Edmonds and Muhammad Bradley. And the starting tight end is Ryan Barnett. New York is on defense. Got some interesting stuff here. Let's see. Malik Usama scores a touchdown on a kickoff return over 40 yards. Kelly Kennard is rated 0-2 in pass D. Mojo Jones is rated 2-1 in the blitz. All right. Here we go. It is a short pass against a pass D. Short pass from Matt Harrell. Short pass is going to go to Xavier Ellis. We're just going to start nice and early. 44. CE to CE. Have a 0 pass? Yes. Quarterback is forced to unload early and incomplete. So Xavier Elliott cannot get it. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. It's an audible against the blitz. And it's another short pass, but this time it's against the blitz. 62. Short pass is going to go to Ryan Barnett. That's where we're going. 62. D. Do you have a 0 pass? No. Quarterback throws into coverage, and we're going to the Y chart. So this is a pass from Harrell to Barnett. 36 on the Y chart. Is his Y 6 or more? No, and it is incomplete. And we are at 3rd and 10 already here on the 15. It's a screen pass against the pass defense. And that is a screen pass on the pass defense. That is a screen to screen pass is going to go to Xavier Ellis. We're going to give that another shot again. Xavier Ellis again gets the shot. That's a 13. Quarterback is an A. Dice yards, 6 yards. So that is a pass from Harrell to Ellis for 6 yards. And they are 3 and out. They're going to be punting. That is a 53 on the punt chart. Routine punts, 53, -2 from the average. Tim O'Connor, -2 on the average. It's a 39-yard punt. Return of A, or better, no return. There will be a return. The punt return is going to be done by Sean Lewis. Sean Lewis's punt return is a 46. Unusual punt return. Getting us started nice and early. Punt return. 63. So we got a 9-yard return by Lewis. Kick team return. What does that even mean? Fumble on the play. Or use return for yards. I need to go to the book on that one. My chart is too shortened. I don't know what to do with it. Squib kicks, coffin punts. I need unusuals. Fumbles and hard hits. No. Unusual results. It's a 63. 9 yards and a fumble. Kicking team recovers. Kicking team was Los Angeles. Oh boy. Go to page 67 for the return. And Lewis on his first touch. Let's say 67. Fumble, kick team. Go to page 67 for the return. I guess that's what we're using. We're going to use it as an interception return. So it's just kicking team. 15, we're going to say it's that guy. Cedric Ceason is making the fumble return. Where is Cedric Ceason? Oh no. We're talking on this team. It's Detron Halaholo is who's making the return, which is a C. That's a 15. No return. No extra yards, but the Los Angeles Stars retain possession after a fumble on the punt. We have an outside run against the pass D. Outside run against the pass D. Let's see. Who are our outside runners on this team? Alonzo Curtis and Matt Harrell are all right. We're going to give the carry's going to go to Alonzo Curtis. 46. Unusual results. 45. No gain and a penalty. So Alonzo Curtis goes for no yards, but we've got a penalty on the play. This is extremely undisciplined to start. 5 yards. Penalty on the offense. 3A, that is a false start. So I'm going to put on our penalty. 5 yard, false start. And 1st and 15. Medium pass against the safe D. Medium pass is going to go to Blake Edmonds. 16. Blake Edmonds from A. Incomplete. Harold to Blake Edmonds is incomplete. 2nd and 15 from the 46. The screen pass against a pass D. I've got all these dice over here. Get out of my way. Screen pass against the pass D. Screen pass is going to Ryan Barnett. 51B. Darryl McFadden, does he have a 2 pass? No. XS column. So we got ourselves a pass this time. It's Harrell. And I said that was going to Ryan Barnett. Tight end. 63. Is the X grade greater than 2? Yes. Makes the defenders miss and go. 32 on the go chart. 28 yards plus die. 31 yards and a first down. Big completion from Harrell to Barnett. And suddenly the Stars are 1st and 10 on the Ruffians' 23-yard line. Looking for an outside run against a run defense. And it's going to be Alonzo Curtis getting the carry for a 12. Alonzo Curtis getting the carry. That's a double A. That's the XR column. 53. SB. Does FB have a run of 0? No. 14 yards. So Alonzo Curtis breaks through. It's a big carry, and it's 1st and goal on the Ruffians' 9. Medium comes up with the cards. It immediately becomes a short pass, and it's going to be a short pass against the blitz. And they are looking to Muhammad Bradley for this. It's a 16 against an A quarterback, and it's incomplete. Harrell, Bradley, incomplete. 2nd and goal. Outside run against a safe defense. And safe immediately, and safe when it's inside the 10 becomes the one that matches their defense. That's one of the sets of instructions with the charts. So this is an outside run. We're going to give this carry to... We're going to go Alonzo Curtis one more time. 45. EB. EB, a run of 0. He is, yes, and that's dumped for a 4-yard loss. Third and 13, and we're looking long. It's going to become a medium pass against the pass defense. That medium pass is a 25 to Blake Edmonds again. That's where we're looking. 25 to Blake Edmonds. F or D? Either of them have a 2. Rashad Mojo Jones. Yes. Oh, wait. That's in a blitz D. We're not in a blitz. So no and no. It's a no. Receiver steps, gets R plus die. So we're looking Blake Edmonds plus 3. Pass is 16 plus 3. Matt Harrell passes to Blake Edmonds for R 16 plus for 19 yards, which is complete. And a touchdown. Matt Harrell with a 13-yard touchdown to Blake Edmonds to put the Los Angeles Stars on the board. 6-0. The field goal attempt, or the extra point attempt by Rich Schwake. Went after touchdowns of 64. Oh my goodness. 64 is an unusual play too. 23 on a place kick. It's good, but there's a penalty. Penalties of 46. On a kick play. 4B. Defense, repeat down. We're just going to take it's good. Rich Swake splits the uprights and puts the Stars up 7-0 over the Ruffians. Rich Swake with the kickoff. It's 66. Which just goes to 45 yards into the blocker. 45 and E. E takes off 6 yards, so it's a 39-yard kick. Terrible. Swake with a kickoff. And then there's some rule that, of course, I'm forgetting. Kickoff returns. I'm going to look at page 65 in the book. If the kickoff specifies the kickoff goes to a blocker, then you choose a non-return player and assume a return of 10. That's what I was looking for. So assume a return of 10. So our returner is going to be Cedric Ceason, like I was looking for earlier. And it's a 66. Should I look back at this chart? Yeah, probably. Oh no, 66 was the weird kick. 14 is our actual kick return. -8. So it's only a 2-yard return by Season. And New York gets the ball on the 28. Let's see, what do we got here on this team? Decent runner. Quarterback's okay. Wide receivers look to catch a bunch of passes. So I'm assuming this is an offensive passing team. Jackson Carey is given an outside run grade of quadruple A on his first 2 carries. Okay. 42. No, it's a tendency. It's a run. We're going to just play normal. It's run long against normal. Long pass. Oh, long pass against a run D. See, I caught it. There we go. We are. Long pass is going to our long guy. We're going to say Malik Usama. 55. Unusual, but we got the first quarter stop sign, so we're going to shuffle these up. It's going to be an unusual. Unusual. If anybody was watching, the Lions-Rams game was actually really entertaining. I enjoyed it quite a bit. One more shuffle out of this will be good. Okay. All right, so this is our unusual result. 66. A sack of 14 yards. Gary Zamberlin on his first touch. Sack of 14 yards, and the sack is going to be by a lineman. There's also a penalty on the sack. So there might be a fumble, and there's a penalty by a lineman. We're going to give this one to Jeff Peterson. Jeff Peterson is our guy. 14 yards and a fumble, but we got to go to the, let's see. Page 68. It's going to tell us what happened. This is a line check. 56 is H-rated 2? No. Designated runner. Recovers. So it was Gary Zamberlin, lost for 14 yards and fumbles. And it's New York recovers, though. So New York recovers their own ball. And it's Zamberlin recovers for no yards. And it's got an injury attached to the play. Let's find out who's gotten injured now. A lot happened there. Injury chart, 55. Defender D is injured on the play. Darren LeCount, 21. Hit on shoulder removed from the rest of the series. So we are going to say that this is a Los Angeles Stars injury to Darren LeCount. Darren LeCount got himself hurt, and he is coming out of the game for the next 5 minutes. All right. Back on track. It is 2nd and 24 on just the second play from scrimmage. That's a short pass against a safe D. Gary Zamberlin is looking to Reggie Walker for this play. It's a 14. 14 from a double-A completion quarterback is dice yards. 5 yards. So that pass goes from Zamberlin to Reggie Walker for 5 yards, but that's not going to do it. It is 2nd and 19, and that is a long way to go. We're going to go with a long pass. Tendency against the blitz, and they decided to just go with an inside run against the blitz. Maybe they can catch him off guard. Inside run is going to Lawrence Thomas. 62 D. Well, Deron LeCount is hurt, so it's Jamin Smith coming into play. So run 2. No, we're going to the XR column. 65 is the runner's grade in greater than D. Yes, it is. And he twists free of the linebacker and goes. 44 on the go chart. 32 yards plus die. That is a 37-yard run from Lawrence Thomas. 37 yards. And a first down for the Ruffians. Woo! 3rd and 19, and the Ruffians call for a run play and get a long first down, 37 yards. What a nice play call. We are looking at 1st and 10. This is a tendency against the run, which is going to be a long pass against the run. Can they get another one? We're looking at a pass to Ryan Dooley. 46. Unusual results. All right, we have seen a lot of unusual results tonight. Already, looking at a 45 on the unusual chart. 11-yard sack by Mike Welton. And a penalty. So let's go put in the sack, I guess. So it's Zamberlin sacked again by Welton. And it's 11 yards. And an injury. 21. No, I'm sorry. It's a penalty. It's a 21 penalty. Offensive penalty of 5 yards. So do you think... No, they're going to take the sack. That's what's going to happen. They're going to take the sack. Send them to 2nd and 21 instead of 1st and 15. Medium pass against the safety. Medium pass against the safety. We're looking at Roger Heller. 16. Roger Heller. This is a double-A quarterback against it, and that is an incomplete pass. Incomplete from Zamberlin to Heller. And it is 3rd and 21. Tendency, they're looking at a long play against the pass D. Hello, anybody that's joining me. This is 2010 Football America with 2nd season football by Plaay Games. Feel free to just hang out. Tell me I'm doing things wrong or cheer for your favorite fictional football players. We are looking at a long pass to Reggie Walker. It's a 14 on a double-A quarterback. 2Q yards. 24 yards. We are seeing some big plays here from the Ruffians. Gary Zamberlin passes to Reggie Walker, and that is a 24-yard pass on 3rd and very long all over again. And in 2 straight sets of downs, we've seen long long plays to get a first down. We're looking at a blitz against the medium pass. Medium pass against the blitz. And it is a... Gary Zamberlin is going to look to Malik Usama. It's a 63 H. On the pass. Is he 2 pass? He is not. Go to the XM column. So 33 on the XM. Is his X greater than 8? No. 22 yards, though. That is a nice pass from Zamberlin to Usama. And 22 more yards, getting him in huge chunks. As the Ruffians are just marching down the field, and they find themselves at 1st and 9, just like the Stars did a moment ago. We're looking at a screen pass against the pass defense. Screen pass is going to... So this team, New York, lines up Usama in the backfield on pass plays, but then sometimes swings Usama out to the outside. Yeah. All right. Well, in this case, we are looking at a screen pass against, screen against the pass. They're going to Roger Heller. Going to Roger Heller. It's a 51 B. 2 pass? No. XS column. 64. Is his X grade greater than 2? Yes. Makes defenders miss and go. And Heller catches the ball. On a 24, goes to the XS column again. 22. Does I have a 2 pass? No. Floats into a flat for an easy 10 yards. And from the 1st and 9, that is a pass from Zamberlin to Heller for 10 yards. And that is a touchdown. Gary Zamberlin with a 9-yard touchdown pass to Roger Heller. And the Ruffians looking to tie it up with an extra point. 34 is good. Who's the field goal kicker? Danny Dixon splits the uprights and ties the game here in the first quarter. 7-7, New York and Los Angeles. Oh no. Boop. Boop. There we go. Okay. For the kickoff, this kickoff is going from... No, not a penalty. The kickoff is going from Mason Horn. Since he's got a big old leg. 64 yards. Another weirdo. What's a KO3? 62 yards to the secondary. Who's our secondary returner? Darius Shaw. 62 plus A, which is 6. 68 yards. 68 yards. The return is to, who do we say? Darius Shaw. Kick return. Yeah, Darius Shaw. And Darius Shaw, 13 minus 9 from his kick return, 8 yards. That's a terrible decision to return that. And there is an injury on the return. 23, SB is shaken up. So in this case, we're going to say it's Kevin Selwood. Removed from the game for the rest of the series. Well, that's okay. We're going to put in the injury, I guess. And that's New York. And it's Kevin Selwood. He's coming out for 5 plays. 5 minutes. 5 plays, yeah. Yes. All right, Kevin Selwood. New York or Los Angeles gets the ball. They're starting from their own 5 with an outside run. That's going to be a carry by the quarterback. That's what I decided. Outside run. It's a 44 TB. Boop. It run 0. Yes. Driven out of bounds for 3-yard loss. Oh no. 3-yard loss. This is a bad time for that. 2nd and 13 from the 2. It is an audible against the blitz. And we're looking at a short pass against the blitz. Short pass goes to Xavier Ellis, 62. D. It goes 0 pass. No. Quarterback throws into coverage to the Y chart. Oh boy. So this is a pass that went from Harrell to Ellis. 51. 9 or more on the Y. No. Incomplete. And our 3rd and 13 is long pass against the blitz. That blitz is coming in heavy. They're looking to Muhammad Bradley. No, they're looking to Ryan Barnett. 41. EA. So you have a 2 pass? Nope. Quarterback forced to run re-roll on page 18. So quarterback is forced to run. Harrell forced to run on page 18. It is a 15 by a double-A quarterback. 8 yards. And not enough to get the first down, so this is going to be a punt. 56. Long punt. 56, -3 from the average. That is a 38-yard punt by Tim O'Connor. 38-yard punt. And a return of D or better, no return. So there is no return on this play. So we're just going to say it goes out of bounds. 10 seconds. And off that just very short punt, the New York offense picks up inside the Los Angeles territory. How's it going, Rob? Yeah, this is my first broadcast of anything second season. I am picked up during the holiday season. I was able to get the anthology of the football stuff. So I've been going through and just kind of started playing. This is my week 1 of the 2010 season. I built a schedule and I hopefully am going to be able to broadcast the games of the week. So that's kind of where we stand right now. I don't have a scoreboard up on my screen, but you know what? I should do that. Let's do that. I'm going to take a second. And we're going to bring in, let's see, if I delete this, and we're going to add this, and that. Yeah, we can do that. And then we can, let's go with, whoop, too much. There we go. Now we got a scoreboard. Ta-da. You know, the first time, Rob, that I ever picked up a football game, I have almost everything that's Play Games. I got lucky at one point that I got a copy of APBA football from the thrift store. And it was the first time I had ever played any sort of chart-based anything. And I remember taking it out and feeling like my mind was going to explode. It just was completely foreign. But now that I'm in, I understand the second season games take a little while to play through, but I love the story development of it. I know there's a lot of people or a lot of guys that just track for the final scores. I've played a bunch of fast drive football, which is really nice, but I ultimately like being able to go back and look at the numbers and say, yeah, that guy had a 200-yard game. That kind of goofy stuff. Well, thanks for joining and hang out as long as you'd like. I'll probably be here for a little while. We're about 6 minutes and 40 seconds into the first quarter, and it's a 7-7 game. So we've got New York is on offense. Gary Zamberlin continues to try and move the ball. And we got an inside run. We're going to give Jackson Carey a carry. Jackson Carey a carry. He gets a quadruple A on his first 2 carries. This is an inside run against safe defense. It's a 34 for Jackson Carey, a GA. Does he have a 0 run? No. Jackson Carey moves forward for a 4-yard gain. So while he didn't get to take advantage of his quadruple A rating, it's still 4 yards. Yeah, the very first game that I ended up playing, there was something like a pick for 82 yards, and I was thinking to myself, I have second season express, but that's the kind of stuff that I feel like I'm not going to end up getting for years. I'm talking 20 years almost. I played out of the park baseball, completely fictional. It's a PC based baseball game if you've never heard of it before. But I ran a fictional league for like 45 seasons because I loved that backstory to stuff. I loved being able to go and look at the Hall of Fame and say, oh, these were guys. Remember this guy? Oh, he played for the Charlotte Webs or whatever goofy team I had come up with. So this has been... I also have a very large regular board game collection, so this has been a nice breaking point, a break off point for me to be able to have something to do by myself when nobody wants to be able to partake in those games. All right, so we are 2nd and 6. We're looking at another inside run against the safe D, but this time we're going to give the ball back to Lawrence Thomas, and it's a 44. Lawrence Thomas against the GB. Where is he? Right here. Exactly. I can go watch highlights, but I want to know everything that happened in between. Does he have a run 2 on the run column? Inside their defense, he does. We're going to the XR column. This is a 13 GA. Does he have a run of 0? No. So we're looking at a 7-yard run for Lawrence Thomas. And he picks up the first down. No, you're good, Rob. I appreciate people coming in and talking with me. Otherwise, I just kind of ramble to myself. All right, we're looking at a tendency against the run. This team, I've decided we're just going to run neutral plays. That is a long pass against the run. Did they make a good selection here? This is going to be a long pass to Reggie Walker. 33 EA. Reggie Walker, does he have a 2 pass? No, and it's just out of his reach. Gary Zamberlin puts it just too far down the field, and we head to 2nd and 10. Got ourselves another tendency against the safety pass, or a safety, and it's an inside run. Inside run. And in an effort to not give too many carries to too many guys, this team doesn't run the ball much, it looks like. We're going to go Kevin Selwood gets himself a carry because he's coming right back in the game. He's got an opportunity to get the carry after he got hurt on special teams. Yep. And it is a 56 against Jay. Is it a run 2? Yes. Hold down, and there's a 3-yard loss. So Selwood might not actually be completely healed. And we're going to a long play, medium pass against the blitz. Is there a little bit more magic in that arm here for Zamberlin here in the first quarter? Medium pass against the blitz. This medium pass is going to Roger Heller for 31 TBFB. TBFB. Where are you, buddy? Right here. Either of them have a 0 pass? No. Going to the XM column. And the pass is a 26. Is his X greater than 5? It is not. Between two defenders and Heller with a first down for 19 yards. Whatever they are doing, they should just keep doing it. Whoops, I put in incomplete. Let's undo that and put that back in correctly. It goes Zamberlin to Heller and complete for 19 yards. And already today, Heller's got himself 2 catches for 28 yards and a touchdown. And it's 1st and 10 on the 21. Audible against the pass D. We're looking at a long pass. And we can still do long at the 21. It was a long against the pass D. Long pass is going to Ryan Dooley, 26. B or A? Have a 2 pass? Yes. Go to the Y chart. Oh no. Pass attempt was from Zamberlin to Dooley. But it's incomplete. And it's an 11. Oh no. Is the quarterback's Y a grade of 0 or more? Yes, it is. And that was I have to go back and look now. That was a long pass. 30 yards. I guess that puts him way deep in the end zone. I guess that's what we're going with. Because it says 30 yards on a long, because it was technically at 21 yards. Using the cards from 20 to 10, you go medium. 10 to 1, you go short. So in this case, it's deep in the end zone. Caught by A, Dontari Harper. It's intercepted. And it was intercepted by Dontari Harper. And then I guess we go to the interception return chart. Yeah, I've been using Al's his fact cards for a little while now. I find that at least for me, you're right. There are times where it doesn't differentiate enough between what is a long play and a short play. But I also find myself getting nice and distracted. So it's easy to fudge it just enough, especially with it being fictional players that I'm playing with, that I'm not as upset if I look and say, oh, that's not quite what they'd end up doing. And if I really am upset about a decision, I'll just kind of modify it a little bit just because, I mean, I guess it would be intercepted here and deep, right? Got an interception returned by a DB. 31. 3 plus die yards. 3 plus 6 is 9. Wouldn't even bring him out of the end zone. So 9 yards. Now, you know what? He's not even going to bring it out of the end zone. That's what I decided. He's not bringing it out of the end zone. It is not in the end zone because it's actually where he caught the ball. So there we go. Great. Moving on. By the time I'm done playing all this, it's all going to come out in the wash anyway. It was a pickoff. It's fine. Los Angeles Stars get the ball on their 30-yard line, and Matt Harrell steps up to the line. We're calling an audible against the safe D, and that's a medium pass. I look forward later on in the fictional teams. I know they add the player picker so that I don't have to be the one to make the decisions against the chart about who gets the ball. And I actually prefer that, but I'm not smart enough to go and make my own charts of those. If I knew how to do it, I might just decide to let the game tell me who the player is rather than having to pick and do away with all the asterisks and the stars and all that stuff. But it's fine. So we're medium pass against a safety. Safe, yes. All right, we're looking at a 12. This medium pass is going to Leonard Emmanuel. 12 against a A. Is Q yards out of bounds. Leonard Emmanuel. A Q yards. Q for Harrell is 11. 11 yards, and it's out of bounds. Yeah, there was a period of time where I was wanting to make sure that I got it right. But for me, I ended up stepping away from it needing to be true simulation, even when I'm playing real rosters. Like I've been playing season ticket baseball as the 2001 Toronto Blue Jays. And for me, when I'm looking to do replay stuff, I want it to be replay-ish, not necessarily a direct replay, because I can just go watch that baseball game. I don't need to feel like I'm replaying a thing because I already know the outcome. I want to know what if the lines were blurred ever so slightly and things came out just a little bit differently. Did Joe Carter not hit that home run off of Mitch Williams? Yeah, that's the one big thing I've loved about just discussing things with Keith has been how he's got the system built in a way where it's like, if you don't like it, don't do it that way. It works well enough. And all the house rules that people come up with, I've played a ton of the red, white, and blue stock car racing game, and the way that people find ways to shift it or add new features, it's awesome. It's not this rule book of you must follow the instructions. All right, so there's that pass to Leonard Emmanuel. We got ourselves another audible against the safe D, and this time it's an inside run. Inside run against the safe, and we're going to go with Alonzo Curtis gets the carry. 45 QB. Does he have a 2-run? No, 1 yard loss. So Alonzo Curtis gets smothered at the line, and they're 2-11. We got ourselves an inside run against the safety. We're going back to Curtis. It's a 33. It's a TB. Does he have a run of 0? Yes. Churns through for 5 yards. So Curtis is able to pick back a little bit of those yards that he just lost. We are 2 minutes and 25 seconds, 3rd and 6. And we're going with an outside run this time against a pass D. They called the right play against the right defense. Alonzo gets a 63 and an F. Run 2? No. Is a run 2 a 0? Or is EC a 0? No. 10 yards. Alonzo Curtis gets himself a nice 10-yard pickup. And the first down, getting into Ruffians territory. With 1:50 left in the first quarter. Absolutely, Rob. Like I said, I am doing real baseball with the Toronto Blue Jays in season ticket. And that one feels like a game that's developed that I quote unquote should be following the way that the stuff played out. But as you look at my stats, my brain is not working. Carlos Delgado's hitting like 118 just because that's the way the dice rolls came out. I guess over 162 seasons, It'll probably come out in the wash, but the dice rolls just have not been in his favor so far, and that's not how real life went. All right, we are looking at an inside run. No, let's see. That was a 62. That was no 63. 62 is our new number. So 62, we're looking at an inside run against a safety. Inside run against a safety. Inside run. Curtis has gotten a lot of carries here this time, so we're going to give an inside run to Jermaine Willis, who gets a B on his first 4 carries. Jermaine Willis gets a B on a 15? Yes, sir. Jermaine Willis gets 2 yards. Outside run against the pass defense. We're going to leave Jermaine Willis on the field. Sounds good. 34. GB. Run 2? No. 2-yard gain. Jermaine Willis, 2 yards. This is probably going to be the last play of the quarter. Got a tendency. 3rd and 6. I think they're probably going to go screen. I'm going to count 6 yards as long. So we're looking at a screen pass against the blitz. And a screen pass is going to go to... I don't like the options this team's got. The Stars, Cannon Hunter. We're going to go to the fullback. The pass from Harrell to Hunter. Cannon Hunter. It's a 24. G and D. We've been relatively chilly here. So I'm in Pennsylvania. So it's been a little chilly here, but so far we've just gotten dunked on with rain over the last handful of weeks. It's stayed warmer and all the snow has gone north. If you would have driven an hour and a half north of us, you would have been 7 or 8 inches deep of snow. But we ended up with like 7.5 inches of rain over the last week and a half or so. G or D? Do either of them have a 0 pass? No. Blitzing linebacker. So we're looking at Emil Rogers sacks for a 6-yard loss. This is terrible timing for a sack. So Harrell gets sacked by... No, I'm not feeling good about the Eagles either. They're my team as well. But listen, if the Cowboys can lose the way they did today, maybe the Eagles can find something without A.J. Brown. Harrell gets sacked by, in the pass. This is in the pass, yes. Emil Rogers. Emil Rogers gets the sack. That's a 6-yard loss. Boom. And they are going for a coffin punt. Where's my chart? Coffin punt. Here we go. 5 seconds here at the end of the quarter. 35 on the coffin. E or better? It is indeed. Punt killed at the 5. I don't like the way that Pro Football Helper handles punts. So we're looking at, we're going to say 42 yards, and if I need to redo it, I will. But I just don't know what's going to happen. There we go. Great. It's where I want it to be. All right. We've got switching teams. New York back on offense. Inside run against the Blitz. And that inside run, let's take a look here at the first quarter. I'm going to pop up my box score just to see how many carries these guys have. So we got Alonzo Curtis has 5 for 24. Jermaine Willis, 2 for 4. Matt Harrell, 2 for 5. And then Lawrence Thomas has 2. Jackson Carey, 1. Kevin Selwood, 1. All right, I don't need to worry about carries. Inside run against the Blitz. It's going to be Lawrence Thomas getting that carry. 13 against an inside double A. 5 yards. Yeah, it has been not pleasant to watch recently. I don't know. It feels like there's been a lot. They've moved too much away from the running game. I'm seeing too much Kenny Gainwell. I feel like I'm not seeing enough Swift. I'm completely blanking on our tight end's name at the moment. Not Ertz. I'm blanking on what his name is at the moment. But we haven't seen him in the game at all. I feel like they've been relying too much on Hurts' ability to scramble. We've not seen the tackles be able to keep up a pocket for him. It is all just kind of fallen apart, and that's just the offensive side of things. The defense can't stop anybody. Let's get a shuffle here for the second quarter. Got it. That's it. Thank you. In pro football, I do not know how to keep the box scores open. I was using the second season helper for a while, but I found that I was running into too many glitches in stat tracking. So I just moved back to what I was using when I was doing the APBA stuff. All right, let's go. Click the yellow TO box at the top. By the blue helmet. No. Oh, wow. Awesome. Thank you. I had no idea that was there. Oh, that makes my life so much easier. I appreciate it, Rob. Get our cards back in frame. There we go. All right, cool. So we are 2nd and 5. We got ourselves a medium pass against the run D. Medium pass against the run D. This medium pass is going to Roger Heller again. 42. EB. Where are you, EB? There we go. Does he have a 2-pass? No. Open just off the fingertips and incomplete, but. Sweet. I always forget how the exclamation marks in those things work. Oh, very cool, Rob. Yeah, it's a shame that we ended up losing Tom, but he provided something awesome to the community. So this was this was a medium play. So we're looking at R yards because that Robert Heller catch. 12 yards from Zamberlin to Heller. 12 yards because he's got the exclamation mark, and we keep going. Got a medium pass against the safety this time. We're going to go look to Phil Thomas. Let's go to the other tight end. 43. GB. GB. 2 pass? No. Thrown behind and incomplete. That one didn't work out. Zamberlin to our backup tight end. Phil Thomas. Incomplete. I'm glad it's not just me. I have made a bunch of little cheat sheets of things. That's one that I need to check or make a cheat sheet on. 2nd and 10, we got a medium pass against the pass D. Medium pass is going to Reggie Walker, 34, CE. 0 pass? No. Complete over the middle for R yards. So Zamberlin hits Reggie Walker for 13. And this offense is clicking on all cylinders. So far today, Zamberlin is 7 for 11 for 100 yards and a touchdown. He does have that one pick he threw. Tendency against the pass D. Looking at a inside run. Inside run. Inside run is going to go to Lawrence Thomas, 35. EB. For Alex Patrick. Give a run of 0. No, 3 yards. All right, 2nd and 7. We got an outside run against the pass D. And we're going to give it to... Now that I can glance at this and see Jackson Carey's only got 1 carry, we're going to give it to Jackson Carey again. Oh, that's an 11. Let's go. Jackson Carey. Where you at, buddy? We've got Jackson Carey on his 2nd carry, gets or first 2 carries, quadruple A. We're looking at an XR column. 31, TA or TB. No. Through the hole for 9 yards, and Jackson Carey gets himself a nice touch. 1st and 10 from the 47. We got another snake eyes. Tendency against the safe D. Short pass. We got a 42 on the short pass to... Let's go back to Usama. I like him. Usama gets a 42. EC. You have a 0 pass? No. Caught at the sideline, R yards. So we have to check the tape, though. R yards, it's chart 4. Wow. Chart 4. 33. Completed pass. What was that? That was 42? Caught at sideline. Oh, R yards. Got it. That was Usama. Where you at, buddy? For R yards. 15. And out of bounds. 1st and 10 from the 38. Audible against the safe D. We're looking at another medium pass against the safe D. They are just throwing everywhere. This is a pass to Reggie Walker, 35 TB. 0 pass, no. Protection holds, complete for R minus dice yards, and the die is a 2. 11-yard pass to Reggie Walker. Nine for 13 for 130 yards. Tendency against the safe. Inside run. Inside run against the safe. We're going Lawrence Thomas again. 53. E. Run of 2? No. Run of 0? No. 8 yards. And Lawrence Thomas plunges through the line, picks up 8 yards, and gets him to 2nd and 2. For another inside run against safe D. And are they going to run the same play again? It's a 15 for a double A. That is a 7-yard carry. They do go with the same exact play. Pick up another first down, and we are 1st and 10 from the 12. That long pass becomes a medium pass against the pass D. That medium pass is going to... Let's get Ryan Dooley in the action. 16 from a double A quarterback. Incomplete. Zamberlin to Dooley they are not on the same page tonight. I know Dooley's had quite a few attempts in his direction. It's just not getting there. Inside run against the safe defense. We're going to give Kevin Selwood a carry here at the line. Well, actually, it's not inside the 10, so it's still a safety. 34. SB. Kevin Selwood's the guy carrying. Is he going to run 0? No. Plunges through for 4 yards. 4 yards to Selwood. And medium pass, which is going to become a short pass against the pass defense. And this pass is going to Roger Heller. I feel like the tight end's the right place to go here. Zamberlin to Heller. And it's a 56 against F. Detron Hollow. Do you have a 2 pass? No. Is he a 0 pass? No. Otherwise, dice yards. What do we got? 2 yards. It's complete, but not a first down. So the question is, do I have a decide or die? I do. I'm not making this decision. The blue die says they go for it. The red die says they don't. Blue die says they're going for it. I don't know what that actually means. I didn't define it. Blue, we're going to try again. Blue die says they go for it on 4th. That's a long 4th down. No, they're just going to kick the field goal. They're just going to take the points. At this point, I don't know these teams well enough. They're going for the field goal attempt. How good is their guy? Yeah, he's a lock. It's going to be a field goal attempt. It's a 13. He's a quadruple A. He could kick from 63 yards, and that is good. Yeah. And that is Danny Dixon. I'm constantly amazed, Rob, at how everything seems to kind of work together. Like at first I was thinking to myself, well, there's only 4 charts for replays. But then when you go look at it, it's like, oh, but they actually come into play in the 4 types of scenarios where that would be in a thing. Yeah, I'm amazed each time. I've only ended up I've seen 2 total rare plays in here. And I'm like, I I'm glad I've only seen 2, but they were wild when they've come up, and there's something fun about the mess of having to deal with it all. All right, our kickoff is from Mr. Mason Horn and his big leg. It's a 66. Oh, terrible. 45 plus an A, so he gets a 51-yard kick. You're supposed to have a big leg there, Mr. Horn, from the 14, and it's being returned by a blocker. So our blocker, we're going to say, is Charles Ewing. That's who's going to make this return. He's got a pretend score of 10. 53 on the kick return. 14 yards. I might only get through half of this game tonight, but with Pro Football, I can save it and come back to it later. It is 1 o'clock in the morning already. But we're going to finish this first half of this game. The Los Angeles Stars take over on offense with a medium pass on a safe D. That pass is going to Ryan Barnett. And it's an 11. Pass from Harrell to Barnett. And he's a single A. It's Q plus dice yards. So we're talking 11 plus 1, 12 yards. And that is good for a first down. Inside run against the pass D. Inside run against a pass D. We're going to go with... Anybody get anything interesting? Jermaine Willis. No, we're going to stick with Alonzo Curtis. He gets the carry. There we go. That's a 12. Should have gone with the other guy. Alonzo Curtis gets a C. 1 yard. I should have gone with my gut. 2nd and 9. Audible against a safe D. It's an inside run against the safe. Inside run against the safe. And we're looking at an inside run. We're going to go with Jermaine Willis this time. Jermaine Willis gets himself a B on this carry. It's a 62. B doesn't matter. C. Does he have a run of 0? In this case, yes, he does. That's an XR. 41 EA. Run of 0, no. 10 yards. And 10 yards for Willis. And first down into Ruffians territory. Outside run. Against safe defense. Outside run against safe defense. We're looking at an outside run. Matt Harrell, the quarterback, is going to get himself a carry. Let's see what we can get out of that. 42. TB. Every run 0. Yes, he does. And that is a 1 yard loss. Matt Harrell couldn't find the corner. And gets trucked in the backfield. 2nd and 11. Audible against the run. We're looking at an outside run against the run. And then we're going to give it back to Alonzo Curtis. Here we go. It's a 23. Alonzo Curtis is a double A. No gain. Whew. This run game is just not working. 3rd and 11. They're going long. Long pass against the pass defense. Long pass is going to... Blake Edmonds, 35. GB. Does he have a 2 pass? No. Well defensed and incomplete. Harrell to Edmonds. Incomplete. And we're looking at a coffin punt. 4th and 11 at the 50 is too long. Punt by Tim O'Connell. O'Connor. That punt is a 33. Coffin of B or better? Yes, sir. Down to the 3. Nice punt, sir. I know it's downed, but we're going to say it's out of bounds. Easy enough. Ruffians from their own 3. Can they get out and make a push here before the half? Regardless of how I play football games, whether it's been this or Madden or going back to my NES play action football, I've always been bad at timeout management because I just get into the game and then stop thinking about the way the teams would actually handle timeouts. All right, so we got ourselves a outside run against the pass D. Outside run is going to go to Lawrence Thomas, 63. J. Run 2. Yes, he does. And that's a 2-yard loss. That is terrible news. Almost taken down in the backfield. How's it going, Hammer Time? Isn't it amazing? Even though it's a long game. Like, I just want to sit here. A lot of times I'll turn on nice music in the background and just listen to some some dubstep or something that's quiet. Yeah, I don't need my copy of APBA football anymore. Somebody can just, I don't need it. We got ourselves an inside run against that safety. This is not looking great. But Lawrence Thomas is the guy that's going to get him out if it happens. This is Lawrence Thomas's 8th carry already, and he's not supposed to get more than 10 a game. Oof, it's a 15. Double A, and he gets 7 yards. That at least gets a little bit of breathing room. 3rd and 5, they're going long. It's a short pass against pass defense. And going to that guy, Ryan Heller, who I seem to really like this game. 51 is a C. Randy Charles is a 2 pass? No. 0 pass? No. Half R yards? We're talking 6. And that is Heller making the catch and getting the first down. Yeah, I need to make sure that I'm not listening to something that's got words or watching something on TV because I do lose focus and I want to be immersed. I want to be here. Especially now that I can see my box score over here on the side. This is so much better than sitting there. I know you gave me kudos for not worrying about whether I was right or not. I still worry about whether or not the general play time is right because I don't want my guys that are super good to be abused in a way that the numbers don't come out right. Hammer, are you playing a league where you're just one team, or are you just kind of playing through the game, the different matchups in the set? Medium pass against the blitz. This medium pass is going to go to. We're going to give Ryan Dooley another shot. This guy's got to make a catch at some point. It's an A. It's that stinking Dontari Harper again. Is it a 0 pass? No. Is it an SB2 pass? No. Another sack. Zamberlin. Nope, I hit the wrong button. No, I didn't. Zamberlin sacked by, who was it? It was Dontari Harper. Nice cornerback coming in and getting the sack for 8 yards. 2nd and 18, and they're back at their 6 again. I don't blame you. That's part of the reason why I should show. I Yes, I don't blame you for just not picking a team. For me, I like kind of being that god in the marionette, just saying this is how everything played out, and I didn't have any favorites. But I went all in and had AI tools make logos for me that I just throw into my apps and all that stuff. I got to get them added here into Pro Football Helper. Some of them are really good. It's a shame that it's AI and I'm broke. Got an inside run against a safe D. And this inside run is going to go to Kevin Selwood, 43, EA. Run 2? No. 1 yard. Selwood for 1 yard. 3rd and 17, and we're going long. It is a probable pass. Medium pass against pass D. And this pass is going to Red. He's got a lot of touches. We're trying Dooley again. 56. It's a J. We're going to keep force feeding him. J, is he a 0 pass? No. Quarterback swarmed for a 10-yard loss. Oh no! Zamberlin gets sacked in the end zone. And who did it check? It checked J. We're going to Greg Teeter is getting that sack. 10 yards. And that, let's put the correct time on, is terrible. Gary Zamberlin sacked in the end zone for a safety. So Hammer Time, I'm married with kids, so I don't always get all the time in the world on here. Mainly what I've been playing recently has been second season, as I'm getting my feet wet with it. I've got a personal fictional season of Red, White, and Blue Racing that I play. Unfortunately, my schedule doesn't allow for scheduled stuff, but I do plan on recording my quote-unquote game of the week each time that I play the football. So there's 6 games in each schedule right now, or in each week right now, and each week I've designated the Monday night game as the game of the week. So it might not be every week. It's going to be dependent upon my schedule, but I'm trying to get in a habit of at least having something to throw up here, because I know I go looking for content just to watch and have on in the background at minimum, and I wish there were more. So that's kind of what I'm looking for to do here. All right, so we are looking at an unfortunate punt. Terrible news. So the punt is going to be by Mason Horn. And that punt is a 55. And of course, we've got an unusual punt. Good timing, right? 21 delay. So we got a penalty. It's 5 yards on the Ruffians. I don't think, there probably can be a delay of game there. I'm not going to take any time off the clock, but play clock didn't happen. They didn't punt it. Now they got to punt it from further away now. I know most of the rules in football, but I keep getting surprised. I didn't realize until I started playing through this that if you miss a field goal, the team takes over where the field goal was missed from, not the original line of scrimmage. No, I didn't use the long punt chart. Let me go back and take a look at that. That was a delay that I saw. Prior to that was a 55, was unusual. I did not use a long punt. That probably means I should be looking in the book, not on the chart. Are long punts used for after safeties? Long punts. Yeah, how about that? Thanks for the catch. So this is actually a 55. Return man waves off the catch. Ball bounces past him and rolls dead, a 61-yard punt. So that's actually very different. Thank you for the catch. I appreciate it, sir. Yeah, like I said, this is only my 7th game or so. So the fact that I'm as close as I think I am, I'll take it. I'm glad it's not just me. Football, I didn't even try to get my kids to care about it because the rules are so kind of all over the place. A nephew of mine had an exchange student in over a Thanksgiving weekend, and he is from India and was asking how much football was like rugby, and I was doing my best to kind of correlate the two, but like it's not easy if you didn't grow up with it. All right, LA. Oh wait, we got the punt return. There is no punt return. Fair catch. We're gonna just say technically it was dead, but I don't know how to put that one in here. So we're going to say the punt return was by Darius Shaw. Darius Shaw. There we go. In my mind, the return team got all the way down or not the return, the defending team got all the way down the field, and it was a 61-yard fair catch as opposed to a 61-yard drop on the field and then just let it sit. So that's the way I'm going to run with it, at least for tonight. All right, we are 1st and 10 on the 24. Los Angeles has the ball, and Matt Harrell's looking to do something better than 5 for 11 for 73 yards. We've got ourselves an audible against the Blitz, which is a short play. I like to make up excuses as I go along. It makes things easier for me. It was a short pass against the Blitz. Short pass is going to go to Xavier Ellis. Yep, Xavier Ellis is who this is going to. History Maker Golf, Hammer Time. I'm not looking to sell myself, I promise, but I kind of am. I have a series from History Maker Golf that I started putting together. I think I've got 4 full tournaments on the channel, plus the days leading up to it. History Maker Golf is so perfect. It's just a tournament takes 4 hours. It is so good. I could talk for days about History Maker Golf. Same thing with Red, White, and Blue Racing. I could talk for days about everything Play Games. It's amazing. I love the storytelling. It's all so good. 62. We're here on an A. Is it a 0 pass? No. Quarterback throw. Oh boy. Quarterback throws into coverage. It's a Y chart. What is going on, Matt Harrell? Boom. 65. Is he 13 or more? No. So it is an incomplete pass. Harrell was trying to go to Muhammad Bradley, and it's incomplete. And we are at the 2-minute warning. Yeah, don't do it now. Like I said, they're very long. I don't cut anything from my streams. I just say, if anybody wants to watch it, they hang with me and watch it. If I'm too long-winded for anybody, they can go find somebody that can produce something a little cleaner. I just like to get on here and ramble. So thank you for giving me that outlet. My camera I keep forgetting my camera's up there. Not my cell phone down there. You know what? I need to get a mount that I can put my phone up here and read my chat, and then it looks like I'm looking at you guys. All right, here we go. We are All right, so we're inside of 2 minutes. I'm going to bring my little cheat sheet over here so I don't forget to read that. Inside of 5 minutes, we're in conserve mode. 25-second plays on the clock. I don't remember which card I was using, so I'm just going to pick a new one. Here we go. An outside run against the blitz. Outside run against the blitz. Outside run for Alonzo Curtis. It's a 63. Okay. Does K have a... I didn't need that card yet. Does K have a run of 0? This is on the run. Nope. Cut down by the blitzing 2-yard loss by Alonzo Curtis. 2-yard loss. And let's see. They're just going to run that play. I don't think they're going to go call timeout at this point. They got to hit something here. It's a medium pass against the blitz. Oh, man, are they? Yeah, that's what we're doing. Medium pass against the blitz. They're going to go medium pass, and it's going to be Blake Edmonds that they're throwing to. 16 from a single A quarterback, and that is incomplete. Blake Edmonds, incomplete. And we are at 10 seconds again, and they are going to have to punt. 21. No pressure on the rush. 6+ average and return. So the average punt is a 47-yard punt by O'Connor. The punt return is going to be by Seth Wright. 26. Punt return of 26 minus 4, so it's only a 3-yard return. All right. New York is going to look to try to get into field goal range with their big leg place kicker. Audible against the pass D. It's a short. Short against the pass. This is going to somebody different. Phil Thomas. 31. GBC. 0 pass. No and no. Protection holds. Dumped off to SB. We're looking at a Malik Usama catch for dice yards. 3. Pass to Usama, 3 yards. And they're calling a timeout. Oh, it's Zamberlin to Usama. And calling a timeout. Long pass against the pass D. I'll show you the logo as soon as I'm done here. It's good. Long pass against the pass D. Let's see. Where'd my window go? Go here. And here. And here. And now, I'm not even sure where I don't even know where I put the pictures. That's sad. Are they here? They're around. I have to figure out where I put them. My favorite team that I've got, the team name that I ended up coming up with was the Philadelphia Founders. Like, that's a pretty good one. I like that. We're looking at beep beep. I give up. I will make sure that I have the logos for next time. I don't know where I put them. I have no idea where I put them. I bet you I know where they are. I'm not looking right now. I got to finish this half. All right, we are time out. Here we go. We're looking at screen pass against the pass D. They should. When the Philadelphia Phillies got Citizens Bank Park, the original drawings mocked up the name as Liberty Park. I was like, oh, that's a really good name. And then they named it after a bank. And I was sad. Screen pass against the pass D. We are screen passing to Jackson Carey. I like that guy. 35. EB. EB. Does he have a 0 pass? He does not. Pushed out of bounds 7 yards. So we're going. Nope, it's not a run. It's a pass. Zamberlin to Jackson Carey for 7 yards. And out of bounds. Out of bounds. That one. All right, 55 seconds. Long pass against the pass D. We're looking at Ryan Dooley. Can we get him on the board? I'm going to say it's a pass to Zamberlin. Or from Zamberlin to Dooley. It's C-E-N-T-A. C-E-N-T-A. Do either of them have a 0 pass? No. Quarterback runs. And we're going to page 12. Page 12. Oh boy. This is not a good run for Zamberlin. 32 FB. Dan Warzika. You have a run too? No. Runner loses balance after 2 yards. So this run, quarterback was forced to run, 2-yard gain. Guess it could have been way worse. And they're going to call themselves another timeout. Second and 8. Medium pass against the blitz. Medium pass is going to Ryan Dooley. Come on, buddy. They're on LeCount. D. Does he have a 2 pass? No. Go to the XM column. Does Ryan Dooley have something? C. 2 pass. No. 21 yards. Finally, Zamberlin connects with Ryan Dooley for a 21-yard pass. And that is 25 seconds. Conserve that time. 20 seconds left on the clock with 1 timeout. Ball on the 33. So they can kick from here. tendency against the blitz. There's no way they're running. Let's see, would they? You know what? I think they might. I think they're going to kick. They're going to position for the field goal because they want to just go up and take out of field goal range. So they're going to go with that inside run against the safety. Inside run against the safety. And that inside run is going to be from Kevin Selwood, 64. Uh-oh. Unusual results. So it's Selwood gets the carry, and it's a 33 on unusual. Whew. All right, so it's a 9-yard gain. There's a penalty, and there's an injury. 23. The penalty is offensive penalty. And I think that's terrible news. That is a false start. So the play never occurs. False start. And we got to find out about this injury. 51. CE injured on the play. So we're looking at my center, Connor Eason. B, 64. Knee injury. Oh no. Knee injury. Player out rest of game plus square games. Oh no. Plus 4 games. Connor Eason out the rest of the game. Plus 4. That is no good. So let's put this injury in for the Ruffians. That is the first long injury I've had. And we're going to say he is out for the rest of 31 minutes. "31-yard line or 38, 48. They are going to go for the field goal here with 10 seconds. The field goal will be a 55-yard attempt. And the kick is up. 23 for a 23 for an A. Oh no, it's a 53-yard. He is short. It's no good. And time expires. And going into the half, that's heartbreaking for Danny Dixon. He misses. I am, Rob. Don't worry. Danny Dixon misses the field goal, and going into the half, the Ruffians are up 10-9. So that's where I'm going to have to call it for the night. It is 1:45 in the morning. I'm going to save this game. And I will come back and stream this again when I have more time. Rob, thanks for hanging with me. Hammer Time, thanks so much for coming and hanging with me. Feel free to come back and check out the channel when you've got some more time. There's lots of stuff that I do here. I kind of poke at stuff. I even ran some wiffle ball on here from one of the guys in the Play community. So this is the Sports Simulation Spectator. I'm Mike. We've got lots of stuff going on. Feel free to come back, hang out anytime with me. I appreciate your time. Talk to everybody later, and see ya.